Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Eshman. I am honored to be here with the NAMI Connecticut team to kick off the 2022 NAMI Walks Your Way Connecticut Walk. And we're going to have some great special guests. We're going to talk about NAMI and NAMI Walks. And let's see, here we go. So what you can expect today is to learn a little bit about NAMI Connecticut. If you don't know who we are and what we do, you'll leave knowing that. We'll talk about NAMI Walks Connecticut. You'll meet some special guests. We'll give you fundraising tips and show you some really cool swag that you can earn by raising money for the walk. And then we'll talk about next steps. All right, so welcome everyone who is watching us live. We so appreciate you joining us. And if you watch this later, we appreciate that as well. So if you are watching live, make sure you comment on Facebook in the comment section. Tell us who you are, give us a shout out, whatever feels right at the moment, make some comments, and then you'll be entered for a chance to win a door prize at the end. So you're going to see this multiple times. This is my favorite thing to show you while we're here. The walk is going to be on Saturday, May 21st at Bushnell Park. I hope I got that. Great. We are so excited to be in person again, to have our community together at the park. So the date for that is Saturday, May 21st. If you haven't already, please go register namiwalks.org/Connecticut. It's super easy. It takes like 2 minutes to register. And we're still looking for volunteers and sponsors always. So if you're interested in sponsoring, if you want to help out on event day, or if you want to help with some of the planning, we are still looking for those folks. So you can email Iris at ialamo@namict.org. All right. Well, thank you. Now I have the honor to introduce everyone to Liz Taylor, who is the Executive Director at NAMI Connecticut. And Liz, I will let you tell people all about your many roles with NAMI.
Thanks, Chris. Good evening, everyone. I'm Liz Taylor, the Executive Director of NAMI Connecticut, and I've been a part of NAMI Connecticut for over 25 years, both personally and professionally. From 1999 to 2002, I was the Executive Director of this wonderful organization. I'm back, and then went to work for our national NAMI organization for 20 years. So I've had a chance to see the national organization and the state. And I was also a co-founder of NAMI Farmington Valley many years ago when I first found NAMI, and volunteered for many of our programs over the years. Again, being engaged in all three parts of our alliance has given me a deep understanding of how we all need to work together to fulfill our mission. So like I said, I'm back in NAMI Connecticut and delighted you have joined us for this annual kickoff event. For those of you who don't know a lot about NAMI, we are an association of hundreds of local affiliates, state organizations, and volunteers who work in communities all across the country, just like ours. We're the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization, and we provide advocacy, support, education, and public awareness so that people whose lives are affected by mental illness can build better lives. NAMI Connecticut, our state organization, and our 9 local community affiliates really make a difference in Connecticut. Our programs and support groups save lives. We give people with mental health conditions the tools and resources they need to get help early, and people affected by mental illness are not alone when they reach out to NAMI Connecticut. So why do we matter? Why does NAMI Connecticut matter beyond what I've already said? We matter because in December of 2021, the U.S. Surgeon General issued a public health advisory saying that there was a call to action to address an emerging crisis of increased mental health conditions across the country. He wrote that symptoms of depression and anxiety have increased twofold during the pandemic, with 25% of young people experiencing depressive symptoms and 20% experiencing anxiety symptoms. In early 2021, emergency department visits in the United States for suspected suicide attempts were 51% higher for adolescent girls and 4% higher for adolescent boys compared to the same time period in 2019. So to meet this crisis in our state, we had some existing programs and we had some programs that were growing. And one of those was NAMI Connecticut's Young Adult Connection Community, which provides direct support and communal problem-solving opportunities to young adults. We have a group of young adults ages 18 to 29 who gather on a regular basis. They have support groups, and they talk about their mental health challenges and how they can help one another. And we do much more. Last month alone, we held over 57 support group meetings for families, friends, peers, and young adults with 414 online attendees. A new support group for families with young children was launched by our Shoreline affiliate. And we also continued to advocate for improved and easily accessible mental health services in Connecticut during this legislative session. We are a highly visible partner with other mental health advocates in Connecticut. That's just 1 month. So through the amazing success of last year's walk, our incredible staff and our affiliate volunteers, including our board members, we work every day to provide education, support programs, and advocacy. But the number of people contacting us for services is increasing every day, and we need to do more. We need to reach Connecticut's urban areas, families, caregivers with young children, our middle school and high school students, peers who need the support and connection with other people with lived experience of mental illness. We have the programs, we have the tools to achieve our mission, but we really need both human and financial resources to make it happen. So that's why we're here. That's why we'd like you to join us on May 21st for NAMI Walks Your Way. I said it again, Chris. I know we're going to say May 21st at Bushnell Park for NAMI Walks Your Way. And now I'd like to introduce Joe Gatto, president of the NAMI Connecticut Board of Directors. Joe?
Terrific. Thank you, Liz, and welcome everyone. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us for the NAMI Connecticut May 21st, 2022 Walk Kickoff, and hopefully staying with us for the walk into the future when NAMI Connecticut fulfills its incredibly important mission of providing advocacy, education, support, and public awareness so that all people and families in Connecticut affected by mental illness can build better lives without stigma and filled with hope and confidence. The NAMI Connecticut Walk on May 21st is our most important awareness building and fundraising event this year, just like the prior years for the organization. Last year, thanks to you, the 100 plus NAMI Connecticut walk teams, NAMI members, volunteers, donors, and sponsors, the 2021 NAMI Walk raised over $265,000. What a difference the 2021 Walk made in our ability to provide more and better services throughout the state, family-to-family classes, support groups, educational events, and a warm line for people in the moment of need. For 2022, we are raising our goal for the NAMI Walk. We are doing it because there has never been a more important time in Connecticut for us to be holding our classes, support group meetings, events, and staying in front of legislators to make sure that we have the legislation and the monies needed to support mental health throughout our state, as Liz said, in every community, rural, suburban, and inner cities included. Hopefully, we're coming out of COVID. That doesn't mean that the mental health challenges in our states are going to become easier sooner, because there are many changes that we've seen through the last few years, and it's impacting so many people and their mental well-being. I wish we could raise a magic wand and have the money magically appear for us to be able to do what our stakeholders depend on us to do. Unfortunately, there is no magic. It is hard work, commitment, and passion for our loved ones and everyone who is entitled to a better, more humane mental health service environment in every corner of our state. So come on, let's do the walk together this May 21. Let's bring as many friends and other like-minded people in our communities to do the walk. So thank you again for being with us and for leaning in to make a big difference for mental health in 2022 in Connecticut. Thank you. Chris, back to you. And Chris, you may be mute.
Oh, man. All right. See, somebody has to do it. So that was my turn. I was just saying, thanks, Joe and Liz. I feel super inspired and super excited about being in person on Saturday, May 21st for our NAMIWalks event. I think we should count how many times we get that in there, right? NAMIWalks, May 21st. All right, so thanks, guys. And in just a minute, I'm going to bring on two of our walk guru folks. So we're going to meet Iris, who is the walk lead for NAMI Connecticut, and we'll meet Darcy, who is our NAMIWalks national walk contact. But before we do that, I want to play a little video that's just fantastic and kind of shows the spirit of NAMIWalks.
Seeing all the families come out for NAMIWalks was one of my favorite things about the walk. Just seeing everyone gather together and celebrate each other's stories and raise awareness with one another.
Seeing the different generation of grandmoms and the daughters and the little kids, the great grandkids. It was just so beautiful.
All right, let's see. We're going to meet Iris and Darcy. So now that I've got you both here, Iris is the NAMIWalks Connecticut lead and also the education and program manager at NAMI Connecticut. Iris, you want to say hello and tell people a little bit about, more than I just said, about your Connecticut,
my role.
There you go, your role in Connecticut.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm actually the education program director for NAMI Connecticut, but I've been heading this will be the 19th walk that I've participated in as walk manager, but now just more like of the lead. I came to NAMI in 2004 as a staff member, and at that time I knew about mental illness, but I didn't know about mental illness. So in my time there, it has helped me and my family tremendously. Not only as a staff person, but I also volunteered by taking trainings, and I led a support group, and I also co-founded NAMI Hartford and served up as board president for a little bit. So I'm really excited that we're back together again after 2 years being virtual. And I mean, it's the best. If you've never been to a walk before, it is the best time. It's a celebration of what we do and why we do for NAMI Connecticut and our programs. Thank you for coming. Darcy?
Darcy, for you?
Yes, I've actually been with NAMI also for a long time, like Iris. I've been with NAMI for over 14 years. I've done the NAMI walks for all 14 of those years, both locally, and then now I'm working for NAMI National. And I agree with Iris. I call it the indescribable feeling of walk day. And even though the virtual walks were so successful the past couple of years, you can't replace that in-person connection that we get when we come together. So like Iris, I'm very excited to bring NAMIWalks back to you.
I feel like I'm talking to some like serious NAMIWalks royalty here. You guys all have so much time with NAMI and so many different roles and so much experience, the two of you and Liz. And I mean, I am really impressed. I'm going to invite the two of you to tell us a little bit more about NAMIWalks. So for folks who don't know anything about NAMIWalks, or maybe if you do, you'll learn something new here. I just thought we could talk a little bit about NAMIWalks Your Way Connecticut. And Darcy, I'll invite you to start and give people kind of the overview of NAMIWalks.
Right. NAMI Walks has 3 main goals, and I might be preaching to the choir here for those of you that participate. But primarily, we promote awareness of mental health, and that reduces stigma. So every time somebody shares their personal story, it encourages someone else to do the same. And that's how we chip away at stigma. We also raise funds that support the programs, the free top-rated programs across the entire state of Connecticut, which is so important. And then we build our community. So if you've been to a walk, you know that feeling of being in this like-minded, mission-driven community. And that's what we're continuing to build with every NAMI Walks Your Way event. Iris, I don't know if you want to share some local details about Connecticut.
Well, I'm not really sure what to say about it.
You know what, Iris? I think we'll get there in just a sec.
Okay.
So, Darcy, I had a couple of slides in here because I thought it was really important for people to know, just that NAMIWalks Connecticut is what we're all here for, and it's fantastic, but it doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's part of this huge national movement. And I think that the totals here are so impressive. 123 NAMI walks last year that raised over $13 million in a pandemic.
And I think what's so important about this, Chris, is that, okay, so we have over 120 walks across the country. So what I ask you to do is that when you're walking on May 21st, to remember that there are people like you and families like yours across the entire country that are walking at the same time as you for the same or similar reasons as you. And together, NAMI Walks is really making an impact. $13 million during a pandemic is incredible. And that's because of you, the participants, the sponsors, the supporters, and the donors. So it's so significant that we're all walking together to raise awareness and funds.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And last year, I think Joe mentioned this earlier, last year, NAMI Walks Your Way Connecticut raised over $265,000.
It's amazing.
This, we've said there are 123 walks across the country. Well, I know that Connecticut was in the top 10 fundraising events. So, I mean, that's amazing. You guys should be super proud of all of the work that you've done. And I see you guys, to the staff and the team captains and the sponsors and everyone who are watching. Mm-hmm. And then even better, 100% of the funds that are raised stay local. And, folks like the board members that we have on this call and Liz and the staff are able to decide how that money is best used to help people affected by mental illness in Connecticut.
I think that's significant, Chris, because there's so many great causes out there and they're all worthy of support, but there are so many event series where the funds don't stay locally. They don't stay in the state. So that 100% of the funds are staying here, to me means a lot, especially when you're asking family, friends, and neighbors to support you.
Absolutely. And then last year was $265,000. This year we have just a slightly higher goal at $275,000. I think it's very attainable. There's such amazing support that you have in Connecticut for NAMI. Iris, you guys have already met your sponsorship goal. Is that correct?
Yes, we are ahead of the game and we have raised more in sponsorship as of right now than we ended with last year. Wow. So, and we're not done yet. So we're really excited to get more sponsors. And then of course, the walkers and the teams that are going to bring in the end, because they always do surpass their goals. So we're really excited about that, getting ahead.
Right. And we'll be recognizing all of those sponsors in just a few minutes. And that's good. Thank you for clarifying, Iris. Because we've met that goal does not mean that we're not welcoming more sponsors, that we wouldn't like to have more. I think it's so important to say that and to say that it's businesses and companies in Connecticut. If they partner with NAMI Walks, they're showing people that they care about mental health and they're showing their employees that they care about mental health. So we definitely are welcoming more sponsors. And I feel very confident in reaching that $275,000 goal.
Yes.
Okay. Really, I just want to say really quickly, and then we'll let Iris talk about details about NAMI Walks Connecticut. But, in the last 2 years, we haven't had a physical event and people have been able to participate virtually. Mm-hmm. You still can. There's still that option. You can register as a virtual participant. So if you have a wedding, if you have, whatever reason that you can't be out with us on May 21st, if you're not comfortable coming out to the park, no problem. You can still participate your way virtually. So we hope that people will do that as well as come out to the park.
Mm-hmm.
Darcy, you want to talk a little bit about hashtags?
For those who can't join us, and even if you do join us, a really cool thing that we've learned over the pandemic is that we can still stay connected. So whether you're at the walk site or you're walking in your own community, or maybe even you're out of state that day, take a picture, put it on your social media, put it on Facebook, and type in hashtag together, the number 4MH, and and hashtag NAMICT. That way we can see what you're doing. We can share it on our social media. Even at national, we will share that on our social media to see what people were doing on walk day. And then you can click on that little hashtag and see what other people in your community and across the country are doing. So it's something really cool that's come out of us having to be virtual during the pandemic.
And you know what I think is really cool too is that last year, the hashtag was not alone. So we were telling people, hey, you are not alone. You have community, you have support, but we've taken it one step further this year. So we're not just saying you're not alone. We're saying, hey, we're all here together for mental health. So I love kind of the progression of the hashtags.
Agreed.
Okay, so Iris is going to give us a little bit of info what we can expect on walk day. And don't worry, after you register, you will get lots more information closer to the event, but just some details for you here.
Sure. So we ask that you plan to arrive between 8:30 and 9 a.m. to meet up with your teams. There'll be plenty of parking at the state capitol, as the stage where we're going to be set up is actually directly behind the state capitol. So if you once you arrive, there should be plenty of parking up there. And if for some reason parking runs out, there's plenty of parking around the park or close to it, so within walking. The check-in and registration booth opens at 9 a.m. So if you have any offline donations, you can bring them to the tent at that time, and you can also pick up your ticket to receive your t-shirt tent if you have raised $100 or more. We'll have some music, some other entertainment. The walk route is wheelchair and stroller friendly. Your leash pets are welcome as long as they're good with crowds and other animals. We'll have some special guests that we're working on. We'll have some kids activities and crafts, and they'll have prizes also there. Our ceremony and guest speakers will start around 9:45. We'll do a little quick warm up on stage, and then we'll have our ribbon cutting ceremony promptly at 10 so we can kick off the walk. And it's about 3 times around the park, which is 5K, so it's 3.5 miles around, 3.1 or 5. So it's about 3 times around the park. So some people do more, some people do less, some people just hang out. You don't necessarily have to walk, but please wear, if you can, get some customized t-shirts. We've had people get them printed. We've had people draw their own t-shirts just to show your unity for your team. They've come with signs, anything that you can do just in support of your team and why we're there on walk day.
And Iris, if anybody wants artwork for their t-shirt for NAMI Walks, they can reach out to you and we can provide that for them.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you can have the NAMI Walks Your Way Connecticut along with your team name or your company name kind of co-branded. I think Iris said something really important there, though, that obviously, we call it a walk, but really the day of the event it's a community event. It's a party. It's a celebration. You don't have to walk a step.
Right.
So if if you just don't feel it, if you break your ankle the day before the walk, I hope you don't, but come out anyway. Come out and be a part of the community. The walk is great. It raises awareness. It's fun to talk to people as you're walking around, but it's not vital. It's not the most important piece of what we're doing on event day.
Right. You can bring your blankets, lawn chairs, hang out.
Exactly. Listen to music, meet other people, and just see all of the people that care about mental health like we do.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a couple of fun photos. And once again, what's our day of our walk, Iris?
Saturday, May 21st, 2022.
Exactly. And if people want to register, they can go to NAMIWalks.org/Connecticut. All right. I know that Darcy has to leave us, so I want to say thank you for coming and sharing about NAMIWalks, and we appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
Did you have any parting words for folks?
Yeah, I want to say, first of all, congratulations on the tremendous success. It's not easy to come out of the gate and raise that much money. So it speaks to the support that Connecticut has for this walk and for its services. And my final parting words, Chris, would be if you want to get started, if you'd like to raise money, if you'd like to really make a difference, there's only one thing you need to do, and that is ask. It's just ask people to support you, ask people to walk with you. That makes all the difference in the world. In my 14 years, that's what I found is the key.
That's right. And you can ask, and if people aren't able to donate or aren't able to join you, they've learned something. They've learned about NAMI. They've learned about this resource that they might not have known about. Every year we hear from people who say, I didn't even know about NAMI until I got an email about the walk.
Right.
And then I found out there were these great resources for my family. So thank you, Darcy. Much appreciated.
Bye.
Have fun. Best of luck.
Good to see you as always. All right, Iris, I believe you have a guest that you're going to introduce us to. Is that correct?
I do. I would like to introduce Rebecca Pendleton-Jorby, who is a new board member to the NAMI Connecticut State Board. And like we mentioned before, we have the last 2 years have been virtual. So we had asked everyone to walk your way. NAMI Walks Your Way was the tagline. And we had asked people to do their best and show us what they were doing. And Rebecca, would you like to talk about how you got involved with NAMI Walks last year and how your company got involved with NAMI Walks?
So I have family members that will struggle with and have been affected by mental illness. So I always wanted to help and give back. In addition, I'm an attorney, which unfortunately is a profession that has one of the highest rates of suicide among any professions. And I'm lucky to work at a firm that really likes to focus on wellness and wants to be advocates for mental health for all. Holler Law Firm has been a sponsor of NAMI Walks for the last 3 years, but we're not just a passive sponsor. We do like to be active, and we supported a team as well. Last year, with it being virtual, we wanted to do a little bit something different for the NAMI Walks Your Way. So we did it at our office. It was, the time to get everybody together who hadn't seen each other, who'd been alone, working remote for almost a year and a half. And we wanted to do as much as we could to support our employees and support a worthy cause. So what we did is had a food truck, we had raffles that you could buy, and everything went to NAMI. And we made t-shirts that made sure they had the hashtag on it. So we had Not Alone on our back. So anytime you wear it now too, people could still see that. And we went to go ahead and share it on our social media too, so that all of our people that we interact with can see the same hashtag and what we do and what we're trying to do to support, and hoping that more people in our industry and a bigger picture everywhere start to focus on wellness and helping getting mental health for all.
Thank you, Rebecca. So like we said, we strongly encourage everyone to come to the park to show our unity on Walk Day. But if you're not able to join us, please, show us what you're doing. Send photos to your videos with your family. If you're alone with family, friends, whatever it is, please share with us. And thank you, Rebecca. And if anybody has any questions on how to do that, just you can reach out to me and I'll be happy to talk about it. Chris, back to you.
Thank you. All right. I was typing in our hashtags there so everyone could see them again so we can share. And Rebecca, I just have a question for you. So for this year for NAMI Walks, what are you most looking forward to?
So we were actually also excited that it's going to be in person. So instead of doing our own at our office, we will be proudly there with t-shirts on up at Bushnell Park on May 21st. Just make sure we say it one more time, which is Allie. So we're excited to actually get involved and see more people too, and see what we can actually do together to really help raise funds for NAMI CT.
Beautiful. All right. Well, and if you don't mind, we're going to keep you on because we're going to talk a little bit about fundraising here. And, it sounds like you're a guru, right?
I'll take the guru name.
All right. All right. We've already called Iris the walk guru, so we're going to name you our fundraising guru. All right. So, the first thing I've said this numerous times, the first thing we need people to do is register. So if you are not registered yet, please do so now, namiwalks.org/Connecticut, and you'll see this button right there in the middle that's register now. And how long did it take you to register, Iris?
Like 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Exactly.
And then want to register. And then you can always go back in later and customize your page and message and things like that. But 2 minutes.
Exactly. We'll talk really briefly about some of the tools here in just a second, but it only takes a couple minutes and there's no fee to register. Yep. So when you go to register, you'll have a choice. We already mentioned that there's that virtual participant option. So if you're not able to come on event day, you can, click that. We encourage you to register as a team captain. Don't be afraid of the word team. A team can be 2 people, it can be 20 people, it can be 200 people. But literally, it could be you and your family members, you and a significant other, a best friend. So don't be afraid. I think the point of being a team captain is just like, hey, I'm going to invite these people to join me. And that just helps us raise more awareness and raise more money. And then you'll get a participant dashboard that has all kinds of cool tools for you. We want to make it as easy as possible for you. So this is kind of what you'll see. And I just want to point out that you'll have a participant guidebook. I'm going to show you a couple of screenshots in a second. Some email message templates. You'll be able to personalize your page that Iris mentioned. You can put a picture. You can put a little bit about why you're participating, which helps people, understand why it's important to you, and you'll raise more money. And then something huge, we have the Facebook fundraisers. So right there in the middle of your dashboard, you're going to see an option to create a Facebook fundraiser. If you want to do one, this is the place to start it. So then any donations show up on your team page and your fundraising page. Rebecca, Iris, have you guys had any luck with the Facebook fundraisers?
Yes, definitely. And it's really easy to do because you don't have to create a separate fundraiser on Facebook. You do it directly here from your participant dashboard. And anything that you have on your page, your personal message or anything, all transfers to Facebook. And I had success last year when people my friends have shared my Facebook fundraiser, and I've gotten donations from folks that I didn't even know because for some reason, mental illness was affected by mental illness, and they decided they wanted to support me. And of course, I reached out and said thank you. So there is a huge success in that. And whatever you raise, it shows up on your Facebook page as well as the same number will be on your personal page.
Absolutely. I know that's my favorite thing is I've gotten those donations from people I didn't know before. And it's just so cool to see. And then you really realize how much awareness we're raising, just by having these fundraisers. People you don't know are learning about it. That's amazing.
Yes.
Rebecca, you've done them as well?
Yeah, so I know I've done this before. I was even part of the team. I used to do it on my own, again, you don't have to be a whole team. It can be yourself or joining anybody else. But we always like to share on social media because you never know who's been affected or when this is going to, resonate with anybody. So making sure that you share it on all of your social media platforms. You never know who that one person who can donate money to or help out and share. So make sure you're putting that hashtag and sharing on all social media platforms.
Absolutely. And there is that participant guide. It is on the website. It's one of the first tabs that you see that has some ideas on how to fundraise and gives you some great tips. And one of the things that's in there is 50 ways to put the fun in fundraising. And this is not everyone wants to be on social media or is on social media. And more power to you, the folks who aren't on social media. I'm envious in a lot of ways. There are ways to fundraise without it, right? We know how easy it is to send emails and how easy it is to post on Facebook, but there are also some really fun, creative things that you can do. And one of those, I love this. So this document has 50 different fun ideas, and hopefully some of them resonate with you. There's, garage sales and the birthday fundraisers. Instead of giving me gifts, would you consider donating to NAMI in my honor? Family recipe cookbook. So getting your family members together and everybody gives their favorite recipes, and then you can sell that for donations. So there are all kinds of great ideas in there that are offline fundraising. And I think it's really fun. So if people see this and they go and they find a really fun thing they're going to do, please share it with us. We'd like to know what you're doing. Have you guys done any of the 50 fun ways? Not yet?
Haven't yet.
Not yet.
All right.
Got it, though.
In the participant guidebook, there are also sample emails. So you get those in your dashboard, and then they're also here. So you don't have to come up with the words on your own on how to talk about mental health and how to talk about NAMI. There's some samples there for you. There are sample social media posts, some good language you can use, some photos you can borrow and post on social media as well. And then there are just links to other resources. That's where you're going to find that 50 ways to fundraise, some tips on how to create a video talking about NAMI walks if you wanted to, the signs of hope, which are signs that say I walk because, and then you hold them in your photos. So all kinds of great resources. My favorite offline fundraiser that I saw last year was a NAMI executive director who put a challenge out there that if she raised $1,000, she'd get a pie in the face live on Facebook. She raised $1,000 multiple times and had multiple pies in the face. So I think that's just super fun, being creative and, doing something silly. There are people who have, if I raise X amount, I'll wear a shark suit to the walk. I think that was in New Jersey a few years ago, and somebody dressed up as a shark and came to the walk because he raised X amount of money. So just, you can be fun and creative with it as well. Iris, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about the cool swag they can earn by raising money for NAMI walks?
Yes, absolutely. So anyone and any individual person, it's not a team, every individual person that raises at least $100 is entitled to an event t-shirt that you can pick up on walk day. You just come over to the tent and you'll be able to get your ticket and you'll be able to get your t-shirt. Then from there, the more you raise, you have opportunity to receive other things. Now, when you register, you have the option to opt into this. You don't necessarily have to. Some people just say, nah, I don't want the gifts, just keep all the proceeds. But these are really cool swag items. You can raise $250. You get a nice coffee mug or a drawstring bag. And then if you raise more, $500, you get a crew neck sweatshirt or a blanket. And I believe I got a blanket one year, but I got something else last year. I think it was a beach blanket.
I think there are different gifts each year to keep it kind of fun. And
so I'm liking these gifts this year.
I'm wearing one from a few years back. It's a fleece. So, and you're absolutely right. People do not have to redeem for their gift, but I encourage you to. It's fun and it's great to wear it out and raise awareness.
Yeah.
I've been stopped in the airport before carrying NAMI walks gear and had people come up to me and say like, hey, so it's really kind of fun to have that and show it off. Yeah,
when you wear it, people ask questions. They want to know more. Raise $1,000, you get this convertible cooler bag or a hoodie. Who likes to stay warm? You raise $1,500 and you have a zip-up fleece or power bag sanitizer. Everybody needs sanitizer.
That's right. It sanitizes your phone for you, which I think research shows that our phones are really nasty.
Yep. $2,500 or more, you receive a foldable drone. That's new. With Wi-Fi.
That is new?
Or a vest. Yes. I didn't remember seeing that last year, but that's cool.
And there are new levels this year. So if you raise more than $3,500, you could choose one of these gifts.
Yeah.
It's a duffel bag and a jacket. And then over $5,000, and you have 3 choices: a Bose speaker, a zero gravity chair, and a North Fleece jacket. And I just have to say that chair looks perfect for those of us who spend time at track meets and soccer games and the such. So one more thing about the gifts is that the t-shirt is on event day. You raise $100 by event day, come to the walk and get your shirt. It is first come, first served for sizes. So that would be a reason to get there early to get the size that you want. But then the rest of the gifts, you have 30 days after the event to continue raising money and earn one of those gifts. And then you'll get an email. You choose what you want. It's anything at the level you earned and below. So if you raise $5,000, you could choose from one of any of those gifts. And then you'll just choose your gift. It'll be shipped directly to your house in the size that you chose, if that's what you wanted. So it's super fun and easy, and we encourage people to raise more money and get some cool swag. Rebecca, do you have your eye set on anything?
I was definitely looking at some of those fleece hoodies, especially the one that you had.
Yeah.
Those are looking pretty nice.
Yes.
Everybody loves hoodies. I love them. I have tons of
Stay
them.
warm and raise awareness, right?
Right.
All right, so I'm going to add Liz back here. Didn't want to surprise you, Liz. I thought I'd give you a heads up.
Thanks. Is this a quiz?
Nope, no quiz yet. I did see that we lost Joe, so thank you to Joe for joining us earlier and inspiring us about NAMI Connecticut. So that really is our NAMI Walks. Now I think we want to recognize some sponsors. We mentioned sponsors earlier. So let me bring that up, and I think I'm going to let Iris and Liz tell us a little bit about the sponsors.
Yes. So I want to, first of all, thank all of our sponsors that have come in so far. We have a couple of premier sponsors, which is Connecticut Public, CPTV and NPR. And we have radio spots and TV spots that are going to be airing throughout. So if you ever are listening to NPR or catch the Connecticut Public Access channel, they're running slots in the morning and during children's hour and on the weekends. And then Al Kermes is our national walk sponsor who has come in and generously has decided to support us at $10,000 level. And we're welcoming back Hartford Healthcare as our platinum sponsor. And we have our gold sponsors, Ethos Energy, Holler Law, Otska, and Silver Hill Hospital, along with our silver sponsors, Neurocrene, Wheeler Clinic, always there for us, and Connecticut BHP, the same, welcoming back our previous sponsors. And coming in at bronze, we have Yale New Haven Health, Community Health Center, CHR, which is Community Health Resources, Highland Park Market, which was a local market in my town when I used to live in Manchester. So I walked in there one day and secured that sponsorship. And then one of our affiliates, NAMI Manchester, Eastern Connecticut Health Network, and Avaristo Insurance, who were partnering to do other stuff for community outreach. And then we have our supporter sponsors, BH Care, Cocoon Employment Opportunities, a new one this year, Daydream Communications, welcome, and Yukon Health, and we're welcoming them back, The Village. So thank you for all of our sponsors this year. And again, we are not done seeking out sponsorship. So if anybody wants information on how to approach a sponsor, please feel free to reach out to me.
That's wonderful. It's so cool to see how much support you have from the community.
Yes.
And I'm going to just use that as another opportunity to plug the website. So if you're interested in sponsoring, you can go to the website, and Iris's email is on the website, and reach out to her and she can talk to you more about sponsorship opportunities. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we are almost done. So I want to thank everyone who has joined us and who's stuck with us. I did want to just talk about what you do from here. So I think we've said this a few times, but I wouldn't be doing my job if we didn't say it one more time. So this is our call to action. What can you do? You're inspired today and you want to be a part of NAMIWalks Connecticut and help NAMI Connecticut. Rebecca, what's the first thing they can do?
They can register now, make a team.
That's exactly right. NAMIWalks.org/Connecticut. All right. And Darcy said this earlier. So really it's register and then ask people to join you. So you're asking them to donate. You're asking them to join your team. You're asking them via your Facebook fundraiser. It's all about being that ambassador, raising awareness and, raising the funds to support the work that NAMI Connecticut does. Liz, did you have anything you wanted to add for folks here?
I don't, except that it's easier than you think. Mm-hmm. I just did for our annual appeal this last year, I did a quick Facebook appeal to friends and family on Facebook, and people that I've known for many, many years and went to school with donated, and I was surprised. I mean, it was just really exciting to find the people that showed up because they know that it's important to me and they know it's important for the community, for all of us.
That's so true.
And I want to add as well, sorry, that it doesn't matter if, your family and friends or loved ones don't live in Connecticut. I mean, just sending a quick text or an email to someone in California or in New Mexico, wherever they might be, just to support you, that works too. I've had team captains share with me a lot of their success stories, just reaching out to family members and friends that don't even live in Connecticut, and they were happy to donate.
Absolutely. And people are donating for multiple reasons, but the biggest one is because someone they care about asked them to.
Yes.
So, their friend, their family member, their colleague, their, church neighbor asked them to donate because they care. So really, that's the most important thing that you can do is ask.
Yes.
And register. All right. Anyone have anything? Oh, I know we have prizes to give away. So we're going to let Jennifer, who's been our behind the scenes Vanna White, join us and share her screen and show us who the winner of the door prizes. And Iris, you want to tell people what they won, what they will win?
What they will win. We're gonna, for this door prize, we're actually gonna give away that fancy coffee mug that you saw when we were going through the prizes that you can get. So if you end up getting to that level, you'll have this one and you'll have an additional one.
Nice. Beautiful. All right, Jennifer, are you ready?
Oh, yes. Shoot.
Okay.
Hang on. I thought it was already sharing my screen.
We won't tell people who the Wheel of Names just picked.
Yeah.
That means that if it wasn't you, you now have a second chance. Jennifer, are you ready for me to make it live?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. All right, so these are all the folks who made comments and encouraging comments during our live stream.
This is the fun part.
Ooh.
Woohoo.
Leah.
I love it. All right.
Yay,
And I
congratulations.
believe Leo commented earlier something about how can I help? One of my favorite questions, right? That's wonderful. So Iris, we'll count on you to get in touch with Leo and,
Yes,
get him his gift. That's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I think that's about it. It's register. Join us on May 21st. Anything else that you guys want to add before we close out with the video?
I just really hope we see everyone at the park. And like I said, to come with us and celebrate what NAMI does and what it means to you and what it means to us as well. So please join us. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out by email or phone. I'll be happy to help.
Absolutely. There are all kinds of resources. So if you run into any issues, make sure you reach out to Iris and she'll help you. All right, so we're going to watch a lovely video and then thank everyone for being with us.
Thank you.
I think it's great that people are speaking up and they're speaking out. Look at Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka, who are using their voices and telling their stories and saying they don't have anything to be ashamed about.
There is nothing like the energy of people coming together to have hope, to feel understood. There is nothing on a day that NAMIWalks is held that's negative. Even if it rains, people are dancing, we're doing warm-ups.
I walk because I want other people to know that it's okay to not be okay and that they're not alone. Seeing so many people come together for the purpose of a NAMI walk, seeing how many people are touched by mental illnesses every year is such an impactful thing for me.
The Magic Music Group is a drill team made up of 10 to 15 young girls. When I learned that NAMI was coming to our community, I was like, we have to get involved. We have to be a part of the NAMI Walk this year.
Seeing all the families come out for NAMI Walks is one of my favorite things about the walk. Just seeing everyone gather together and celebrate each other's stories and raise awareness with one another.
Seeing the different generation of grandmoms and the daughters and the little kids, the great grandkids. It was just so beautiful.
As a team leader, it feels amazing to have my community with me walking for the NAMI Walk. My husband and my kids do the walk with me every year. We bring our dogs.
Seeing all the dogs at the walk make me feel happy because they are absolutely adorable. They bring smiles to everybody's faces. And I think it's really a sense of security for a lot of people.
Being a police officer diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, to be able to walk with others that are struggling just as much in their walk of life and to be as one made me feel like it was part of something that was just so powerful.
NAMIWalks is an amazing event. We come together to support each other, to raise funds, because everything NAMI does is free, whether it's an education program or support group.
I used to think I was alone, and I'm able to look at these walks, look at all these people, and know that these people care, these people understand.
We get to come and celebrate each other's stories and shatter stigma together. NAMIWalks is my favorite day of the year.